Okay, would anyone like to share what they found challenging or difficult about conferences, writing conferences, and something that they think is really beneficial or something they particularly enjoy?
I think the most difficult thing for me in doing this is helping children, and Kelly alluded to this just a few seconds ago, a minute ago, helping children get past the sort of pre-digested ideas that they have for how we speak about the world, to try to achieve a more original description of what they see or hear, whatever. I think that's, for me, the very most difficult part.
So helping them establish their own voice in their writing?
Well, yeah, but that's even a step further, because it's almost like first you have to, yeah, I mean, ultimately, yes. Yeah. I mean, in a really sort of like boil over a plate way.
I know it's more complex than that.
No, I mean, it's just, you know, it's like you have to get all the way through that before they start to hear, because that's one of my favorite parts too. Once they start to have those original ideas, once they start to express themselves, they start to discover this whole world of ways to express themselves that they've never even thought of before. It's like you've opened up a huge door for them, which is one of the, and it inspires them to look even more deeply into what they've been trying to express. So anyway.
So it's kind of like helping them to move beyond just copying, basically, things that they've read and heard,
Yeah.
and being able to express themselves in an original way that
In their way.
feels like it's their own.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is really challenging. Anybody else?
That's similar.
So obviously, you're going to have a different level of challenges and things that you enjoy than the lower L, but I'd like to see the contrast. Did you want to share, Kelly?
Oh, I was just going to say that, that just popped in my head while you're talking too, is that for students who have challenges, sometimes when you conference with them, they're really looking to you, and they're like, you know, want almost you to be the one in charge of their writing, making corrections, making that. So I think part of the challenge is to help them, you know, give guidance, but have them still be in charge and be their ideas. And I don't think that comes from any of us. I think we all, as Montessorians especially, know that, but the kids almost expect it.
Right.
They're almost like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So
it's trying to figure out
Some of the kids, yeah.
what questions to ask, and how much guidance do we actually give them versus how much do we try and pull it out of them on their own.
Exactly.
And that varies depending on who you're working with, their level of experience, and you know, their vocabulary depth, their things like that.
I have to say I'm in accord with Kelly, because for me, I think it's also, I'm newer at this than all of you, so I think it's also an experience thing. So for me, I do find my lack of experience is also makes it difficult, because I don't want to take away the student's voice, and I want them to guide their story, but then
I think
Finding the balance.
Yeah, finding
yeah,
that
I think there's a
balance
balance with each student,
Yeah.
you know. I
and
mean,
you just
I
have to
think-
find that, and that's the difficulty
Yeah.
that I have.
Well, and I think one of the big challenges with this is, you know, kids learn by imitation starting with, right? And like you were saying, you're trying to transition them away from just imitating what they've seen other people do and be more creative and original.
Right.
But with kids in the lower L, we're still doing the imitation thing because they haven't developed the vocabulary or the skills
Sure.
yet. And in their imagination, some of them haven't kicked in yet, so, you know, you're limited there. And so it's really hard to find, and like what you were saying, Kelly, about, you know, the kids are looking to you to give them the answers to the thing you want them to do, right? And it's not, so it's really hard to try to find that place of modeling without giving them something they can copy.
Yeah.
I think to elaborate on that, I think my pro and con is all wrapped up into one, because while I love like working with them and fleshing out their ideas and making sure they have smooth transitions and it's not too much suspension of disbelief, like as soon as you get to that point, then they're like, oh, but now I want to go here, and now I want to go here, and you're like, let's rein that in a bit. You know,
Right.
like you already have a story, there's already a beginning, middle, and that kind of thing, so it's hard to, that's where I find a difficulty, like once you've got kind of what we believe is a finished product, to then not go in any different directions from that point.
And we have new stories.
You all bring up some really valid points about, you know, kind of the dance that is a writing conference, right? And we all wish, I'm sure, that we could spend lots of time with each student, really working on each piece, and we have to kind of balance our time with each individual student and kind of figuring out what's the most important thing that I want this student to get out of this conference with me right now. So just briefly, if you were able to skim through the Assessing Students Writing a 6 Traits approach, the article that I sent you, it actually appeared in, I don't know if you guys caught this, but it appeared in Montessori Life in 2000, so it's a little dated, but I think has some valid ideas in there. So, did anyone want to share something either that struck them, something that, here, something
I mean, I
that,
think other people don't have it, I can pull it up on my laptop if somebody else wants to.
oh yeah, sorry, I emailed it to you guys.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll pull it up.
Do you want a few minutes to look through it, and then we can,
Yeah, I'll just go get my copy, it's on the copy.
yeah, so maybe just, jot down something that strikes you, something that you might want to try, or something like that.
Do you wanna share this with me?
Yeah. Sorry.